Hey dreamers, this is Jechta Plays, and today we're going to make something for it's a community event, and it's called Secret Santa. Now, I'm like probably going to upload this after the event took place, so so people are gonna don't know who I have been sculpting to. But I really want to we really want to record this at least. Like, I'm not really sure if I'm going to do the full thing because I don't know how long I will take me to sculpt all this in like just like 2.5 weeks time that we have. The time that we have to do this. I got my person. I got the one that that's going to be made for. I'm not going to reveal it in this video yet, so I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say for what it is, but maybe you can guess it along the way that I'm going to sculpt it. And like, if you know the person, if the person itself is watching my video, like, hey, like, but on the other side, like, this person probably already know because like I'm uploading this after the event. Oh, but anyways, I'm going to try to do something, and I've been thinking a lot of like, okay, I do know who this is. I have seen the creators' creations before. Maybe not as much as I maybe wanted, because like I have to be honest, like the last year I have not really been much on dreams or like being in the Dreamweaverse. I know. But that's also why I've not also been streaming as much as I should have done it. But I hope that next year is going to be a little bit better year for me. I already have like set up so many new stuff in dreams, and also for my streaming setup. So hopefully next year is going to be a little bit better with everything. So we're going to start straight away. And I have been, like I said, I've been thinking of like, okay, what can I actually create for this person? And I've been playing a few of his creations, get some inspirations out of it. And I think what I'm going to do is this person, she they made something. I'm not going to say who it is yet because like I want to still have it a secret. You have to wait for the last video to know who that is, but unless you're going to guess it already. And but I was playing one of its videos of one of his games basically, and they also had like more of like a cinematic stuff going on, music. There was like a lot of like different things that this person made, and but I'm going for specifically a creation that they made, and it is yeah. If I'm going to tell what type of game it is, maybe you can already guess. But although there are like maybe many type of genre games maybe out in the Dreamweaverse, it's a space shooting game, and so I'm not going to make a game out of it because like I cannot do that in 2.5 weeks. Come on, I cannot even sculpt in 2.5 weeks, so let alone like make a game in 2.5 weeks. Although I did Sharky's Adventures in 10 days, so it is possible if I use like Metamorphosis assets a little bit to, or like Dreamweaverse assets, basically in general, to speed up the process. But I kind of want to do like an ode, like something that like that this person made in this game that they're making and that they made. But I want to give it a little bit like not my own touch, but well my own touch. But like let's say that I want to like do it like a tribute to this person. And I'm not really sure when I'm going to upload this video yet. Maybe I will do it like maybe the day before, like the surprises need to be like the surprises are ending or something like that. Maybe I have to see when I'm going to upload this video. It could be like a little bit before Christmas, but it could also be a little bit after that, so that you can still maybe guess like a little bit with me, like, okay, who is this going to be? If you don't know, let me first, before we actually go to start, I know I'm always talking too long. I'm always make chapters in these type of videos, so you can like skip ahead in the intro. But shortly, this is a event from YahDeh. YahDeh made a Secret Santa community event. And basically, it's like what I did as a child on St. Nicholas, Sinterklaas for the Dutchies, where you have to build a surprise for like when, for example, you have to like write up your name and you put it into a bowl, and then like the teacher is going to like reach the hand in the bowl and then grab out one or two of those names, and those are like you get this person, you get that person, and it's really fun. I love building stuff. I did a lot when I was a child. I think I built once a Game Boy. Yeah, I'm that old, guys. I built a Game Boy once. I remember that. I also built, or was it the one that I received? I think it was the one that I received. One time I was very lucky. The teacher picked me. And she was very talented. It's like she was very, very talented. And she knew that I was drawing a lot as a child. And I got like one time I got like a very big, I'm not really sure what the name is in English, but it's like a big wooden board where you have like what you see with Bob Ross using basically. He tipped like that's probably the name of let me know in the comments what the name of that is. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but like it's a wooden board and you have to pick like colors and then you can like draw it on the canvas. And she made that, and that was really like it was maybe simple, but it was like it really represented me, right? Like because it fits me, and I kind of like this type of events. Now, to be honest, with the Dreamiverse, it's maybe, or like with the Dreams community, it's maybe a little bit more trickier because like there are a lot of people you do know. But there can also be like people you have no idea who they are, right? And or you have maybe heard of it but never actually seen their stuff, or so it's a little bit like more tricky. But at least I got someone that I heard of it before, so it was not like a completely brand like a new person for me. But I did heard of this person before. I think they also are following me on Twitch. I think they have even been in my Twitch chat before. I'm not sure. Actually, that maybe I don't know, but I do know that the person is following me. I can't remember if they actually were also chatting in my chat, but I do know that he followed me. So that he or she followed me, and so what I'm going to try to do is that even though I don't know fully their like stuff, but I do know we had to write something in a little bit of like a little small text, what the favorite things to do in dreams and what are the favorite colors, so we can play a bit around with that, right? So I do know this person's favorite color. I also do know this person's favorite thing to do in dreams, and that's it. And I do now also know a little bit of what the person made in dreams, and it's a lot of variations. It's music, it's cinematic, it's a games that they made. So there's a little bit of like variety, but I think I'm going to like pick one, and I'm sorry for this very long intro, but I hope I know it's maybe a little bit chaotic, but long story short, it's a community event by YahDeh. This is not the first time. Apparently there was also one last year. Sadly, I missed that. I don't know how I missed this. Maybe it was it was such a chaotic year last year, but sadly for some reason I missed that last year. And normally also I cannot always do participating into community events that much. I cannot barely like do community jams, but I really want to do this, and I think it's a really fun idea because like it really brings back my memory, my childhood, how I did this in real life and build something for other kids. That's really fun. So yeah, so what we're going to start. Like, sorry for the almost 10 minutes intro, but let's start. Like, okay, so I'm not going to say, of course, who it is yet, and maybe you can guess along the way who is going to be. So what I'm going to do first, well, we're going to like disable. Oh, I already did that. Good job, Jechta. I'm going to enable grid for this first, and let's see what we can do. So I'm going to build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a first I'm going to make an environment. That's what the first thing what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to build something else. If I have time left, I will build something else. And maybe then you can already maybe see or guess who it is if you know the person, of course. Like if you don't know the person, then it's maybe a little bit harder to maybe guess what this is about. But let's do it. So I'm picking one of the locations, one of the scenes that this person made in Dreams, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to basically remake it, but then in like how Jechta would do it, right? And so you get a little bit like a Jechta sauce on it. So I'm not going to make a game, so I can like tune up a little bit of like the thermos a little bit here and there, because like I want to make it more of like a environmental way, because that's the Jechta hand that's going over it. But of course, the main goal is that you can still see, okay, who is this, right? That's the main goal. That's what I'm going for. So we make this. So we're going to build a wall. And I hope you can enjoy this together with me. Let me put on the background music a little bit. I don't really have great background music, but I still need to like have better music. Have better music for the background. But I hope you can enjoy it with me. I try to like talk a little bit more relaxed, so you can like just, if you're watching this on, I don't know, on your computer or on your phone during your break on school, or break on anything else. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, okay, I think I need a puppet for this to see how tall. Although the puppet is very small, like the default one. For my standard, this is a very tiny puppet. So it should be around here, this, and then I can already tell that the wall is way too high, because the person's game in the hole that they're standing is not so tall. So it should be about maybe a little bit higher. Maybe let me see. Maybe do it a little bit higher, like so. All right, I think this is quite okay. The walls are maybe a little bit more thicker in his version, so let's do that as well. Like I said, I'm just going to try to make it as much as precise that they have been making it. I need, of course, like, okay, we can delete that one. 9% graphics term is way too high. So let me reduce this by a lot till we have 1 or 2%. 2%. Like I said, I'm probably going to upscale the thermo, because I'm not going to make a game out of it, but I'm going to make an environment version of it, like what you know of mostly of my creations. I am working, of course, on the game myself, but you all know that takes quite a while. But yeah, so but that will take a while. I'm not really sure of how like precise I'm going to remake it. I'm probably going to like add a few extra details here and there, so that you know, like, okay, this is like, it's still recognizable, but it has like, you have to see like as a remake version. Let's say let's pretend that this game got a remake version of it, right? That's like what I wanted to create. Maybe this is a bit stupid of me what I'm doing right now. How is the mirror set? Oh no, that's not what I want. Okay, the mirror is this way. Is that smart? I think maybe it's better to have the mirror like this, and then build this here. Yeah, I have to like think very carefully of like how I'm going to because basically what it is that like I want to know like if you place it next to each other if it makes sense, right? And as you can see, it doesn't make any sense because why is that? That is because like the outline is is not on grid, so we're going to make sure that it's happening like so. So now it should be equally sided. There you go. So if you clone this now, we have now that and I can see let me clone this. Oops, sorry about that. There you go. So now it doesn't matter if we touch this one, it will also touch the rest. So that's pretty cool. I like the new feature, and we're going to use this feature a lot with this creation. So whatever I'm doing right now with this, it will also do the other one as well, as you can see. And I think that this is pretty much okay, the size of it. I can maybe like put it in there, and then let me clone this, or let me do it a little bit more thicker in the lines. That's perfectly fine. If you still have no idea who this is, that's great. Because like I wouldn't even guess if it was only this, right? Like that. That's super hard to know. All right, so that's that. And let me see, what else can we do? I think what we can do is that it's not like an original creation, but what I can do is like put my own spin on it. Let me think, because like what I was thinking about is because like if I look at the you guys cannot see this, of course, because like if I show this to you, then you know what I'm talking about. But like yeah, I don't want to sound too rude, of course, because like the game is super awesome, but it got a lot downscale because of like the skill of the game itself, and there are some like details not there. And I'm thinking, what if I put those details in it, but without actually make it so that it's not too obvious, because like these are sort of like windows, right? And it is not in is it in space? No, I don't think it's in space, or it looks like it's Earth related place where it take place on, but there are no visibility windows inside here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a post which is not in the original creation, but like I said, I'm going to try to make it more believable. I have to be careful what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to sound too rude to the person who made this, but but make it a little bit more believable. Like I said, let's say it's made like in a remake. What if this game is going to be remaked, right? That's the idea behind this. So, like, if the person ever going to watch this, I'm not being rude here. I'm just like trying to make a point here. Trying to make a point here that like it's that I want to put more detail in it, but without losing the overall look and feel of the creation itself, if you know what I mean. There we go. Make that fittable as there. So I'm putting a little bit of like a border. Maybe the border is a little bit too far sticking out. Like maybe so, or maybe even lesser. See, just like on small little border. think that's fine. Okay. And then we're going to clone this, and we're putting that up like so. Just make it like a little bit more detailed on the sculpture. If you know how I sculpt, you know that I always love to put details in it, but not with cost of too much graphics, thermo, and stuff like that. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Right. And the good thing is about like he's also doing it like in this one here because we made it a cloned thing. Now I need to. Was it on 8? I think it was on 8 by 1 by 8. Okay. So now we actually I think we can just do this. We can just stretch it out. Let me see. Is this the way to do it? I don't know. This is going to be a little bit harder to grab. I think I'm going to cheat with this one. I think. Yeah, this is way okay. And that's because like I did it on one on. Let me do it differently. Okay, we can use this. Is this better? This is really hard to tell, to be honest. All right. And then we're going to do the same with this one here. Make sure it's connected. Do this. All right. So how are we going to make the glass? Because in the original creation, there is no such thing as glass. It's an open window. But I think that's more safe to have glass in it. So what I'm going to do is what was the best way to make glass? Are we going to use this one here, the opaque flag, and not in mirror mode? Oh, why is it? Yeah, why is it always doing that? Like, I just want to have it squared. There we go. All right, and then. I'm not sure if this is smart to do it like this and then make it one big square. Let me see if that's how that's going to work. So let me finish this. I think that's going to work. Make it a little bit bluish, but on the gray side. And a little bit reflection. And opacity, I would say 40%. So you can still see there is something in it. But we're going to make it a single one. There's going to be two-sided glass. So I would say here. Oh, let me Not really sure if we can do it correctly. How is this? How is this looking? We get a little bit of noise, of course. But maybe we can do it like so. Make it one big thing. Let's see if we can do something about... Okay, that's something not working. Can we get rid of the noise effects? Maybe it's not so smart what I did here. Maybe do like single glass. Maybe single glass is totally fine. You still have, of course, a noise look, but I kind of like to have this. Maybe I'm going to do it a little bit like with extra things, like with some text gadgets, make it look like it's actual window. And what I mean is, I'll show you. Text displayer. We call this glass. And then text opacity 0. We get rid of all the weird stuff here. That one we do need. And it needs to be placed in scene and in sticker mode. Because sticker mode is awesome. I'm not sure if a sticker mode also working on... is sticker mode working also on... I don't think so, right? Does it? I've never... Oh, it is. Oh, it does work. That's... I never tried this before, to be honest. Like, I knew it was working on Sculpture, but I didn't even know it was working on... oh, no. What was it called? On Flex as well. That's pretty cool. I didn't even do that in my video with... well, what is with my first tips and thoughts? Didn't even think of that. So yeah, we're going to make it a little bit like not like this, but we're going to try to create a bit more of like fake reflection. That's what I'm going for. But I really need to see what the best way to do it. Like, I've never really done this as much. I need to have him... It's really hard to see because like the window glass is also transparent, so it's... Maybe I should, like, for the time being, put this on 100% so I can see it a little bit better what I'm doing here. Alright, let me put first also this text gadget. Like closer to the sculpture so I know exactly. And then group this. There we go. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So if this one... Wait, what? Now it doesn't work, isn't it? Now it doesn't work. Why is it not working now? Is that because... Why is this not working now? That's because this one is not in a group. There we go. That's why. Okay, that I was like, why is it not like now projecting its thing over there? But that's because like we didn't put it in the group yet, so that makes perfectly sense. Maybe I have to pull these two together. So if I like tune the window, then the text gadget goes with it as well. Drink, make sure it's close. There we go. All right. But we don't need the word glass, of course. But the reason why I'm showing it a little bit, and also with the opacity, this one higher, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe I can like put a little bit like lower already. Let's say 80%. I'm not going to stay like this, of course, but just so that I know exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, so we need this. And let's see. Can we make it a little bit more? And we need to have that we can spin around. So rotate. And then remove the grid snap for this. Oh boy. I'm doing... There you go. Also having the wrong one. Right. And the good thing about is having it in like in a group, you're not touching the other ones with right. So we're getting there. And now we need to make sure this is going to be which one was that again? Was it this one? I'm not sure which one it was already. What it was doing the fade in, fade out part. Which one was that? No, it was not the show border. At the moment of recording, me and Monkey actually showed a new upcoming feature called what was it called, cleanliness or something like that, tortiness too. But it's a very cool new feature that it's heading on in the upcoming update. Of course, I will make a video again. The first tips and thoughts, not going to be in like a tutorial, but more like my first tips and thoughts. And of course, it's sort of like a tutorial because like I'm showing how things are working. But I will of course release a video once that it's out. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. I know you can like put fade in, fade out on the text gadget, but is it this then? Is it maybe because like we put... I don't know. Let me remove the glass for this. What is... No, it's not shadow. It's also not this, because that's just a border. Paintery fade. I'm pretty sure it was possible, but I cannot find it so quickly anymore. I haven't really played much around with this text gadgets as much as I needed to, but yeah, it's weird. I thought like maybe it's not possible because like it's because like we set these things up, maybe, I don't know. Let me put it in no, it must be possible, right? Maybe it is not. Maybe it's not working as a sticker mode version. Maybe that's why. Oh wait, it is working. Oh wait a minute, it is working, but we didn't saw it because like probably. Wait a minute. So it is working. So it is this. This was the one I was talking about. It is working, but we need to make sure that like the edges. Oh, I'm doing it again. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, this is not going to work the way how I want it, because like the edges are not working if we moving it around, because then it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case at all. All right, it's not it's totally fine. We can do it. It's totally fine. We can think of something else. Let me see if we can think of something else, by the way. Can we manipulate it so maybe 100%? Oh, and like I don't want to make it too obvious, but I want to have that like certain reflection going on. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Well, I think I like this. All right. So now we can just like also tune this one here. Like say 50%. We probably need to tweak it a little bit here and there still. When we have like the proper lighting going inside, but it has a little tiny little bit of reflection going on right now. Nice. So that's what we did. And like I said, we probably have to was it this? Yeah. We probably have to like change a few stuff here and there. All right, we can paint it. Yeah, I was checking if the last one was also doing it. Okay, let me paint this, and the color is white. So, but I'm not going for full white. In the creation, they did full white, but never do that, guys. Never go for full white. Always take a tint out of the white spectrum, and use that as your new color. There you go. Let me reset this to a square. Let me also subblend a little bit. Tap it maybe a few times. There you go. Are we getting there? Okay, so in the original creation, the person made a red stripe in under the border. With the new text gadget, he or she painted it, so they did a paint version on it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little bit more. We're going to make it super sharp, right? It's going to be a super sharp remake version of this specific hallway. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it with text gadgets. And I'm so happy that like this update came out because we can do it, right? So we're going to do text gadget, and let me pull on the grid snap. We're going to clone it one time in, and let me place it somewhere safe so we can, and this is going to be called red line. There we go, and it's going to be placed in the scene as a sticker mode. And there we go. And the line is both sides. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to work like this. I don't think so. No, so we need to do it. So what we need to do is like we need to have like multiple ones. It is what it is. I kind of wish that like Monkey would like have an update saying that that you can like, for some reason, sticker mode it on multiple sizes, so like it's go everywhere. Which currently is not doing that at the moment of recording. So I really hope they will figure out how that works. Because that will be really awesome. That will save me even more time eventually. Oh, now it's getting bigger. No, I don't want to make it bigger. I want to make it closer to the... There you go. Like now it's not picking the other side. Or like at least make an option like two-sided or something. I'm not sure if that like it's technically possible. I mean, like, come on, like everything is technically possible, but it costs, of course, resources and manpower and time and money. So that's probably the biggest issue with everything. So we're going to make this. It's not going to be shadow, no. And the line is super sharp, so it's not going to be curved or anything like that. We're going to remove this one here, and we make this in the color red. And never go for the full color red as well. Always pick a tint out of it. I think this is super nice. And yes. Let me see. I don't know why it's not showing up. Let me do it a little bit like this, like it should. Why is it not doing that? Is it because of this one here? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. So we need to make this. Probably best way is to put this in the center and then stretch it out. Like so. See that this is not in the center. This is the center, sort of. Maybe a little bit further, so we make sure that that's like all connected. Okay, so in the original creation, the line also is a little bit more up. So we're going to... And let's do a little bit more precise. Like so. Let me go a little bit further. Oh, afraid we're not going to, because I don't want to hit. Yeah, I can maybe use the precise move for this, because I don't want to hit the under the thing there. So like this. All right. And now we can just like clone it again. Of course, in the 1-1 grid. Okay, there's one thing I do see what's happening. Like, that's probably... can we... working like that? No. Because they're the two sculpts are like against each other. Minimum size and scene. No, that's not what we need. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't think we can actually... Okay, maybe what we can do... Let me see if that is working. Is instead of like it's going... let me see where it stops. Like here it stops. Right? No, it's not. Right. What if we increase the quality of the sculpt? Is that going to do much? No, the problem will stay the same. All right, that's a little bit of an issue. That's a little bit of an issue. What I can try to do is what I can try doing is make another one and that put that a little bit up. I'm not sure if that is actually going to work, but like we only know if we like so. Okay, that is working. Okay, good to know. So that works. So we can like clone this. Oh, we can also do it like this, of course. But that means like we can do it like this, but that means that we cannot clone it in its own. I'm not really sure if I'm going to like that per se. Okay, so now it is in this. This is better, to be honest. No, this one can be shoved a little bit away again. Okay, so now it's like it's in the... Okay, so what happens if we clone this? Let's see if we fixed we fixed it. Nice. Great. Jechta fixed it. Nice. You can still see it a little bit if you look very closely. You can see there's a little bit of like color difference, but I can deal with this. Like I can totally live with this. All right, so we're going to clone these two things here, and made it on the other side. Oh. But like so. And I do see that we're having the same issue. But let me first fix this one here. Okay. Like so. It's not going to work with this one, huh? Oh boy. Now we need to figure out how we're going to solve the issue on the other one. Because that's certainly not working. Why? Oh wait, maybe I do know why. Maybe I do know. Or maybe not. I need to see what I did here. So... let me see what happens if we now clone this. Okay, so now that works. Okay, fix it. Nice. Okay, worked. Totally is working, guys. Nice. So now we have like both sides that like it's filling up the red line on it. Great. Totally what I want. So we only need to do this side here, and then this whole sculpture window is as good to go. And that's right now. All right, so, and we don't really have to do that with the rest, with this one not. And the reason why not, we can like say like, okay, if this is like the endpoint, right? We can always say like, I want to have this, like here. And in the original creation, there's actually like a thing sticking out, and I'm going to keep it like that as well in my creation. If I have to be, let me see, because like in the official creation, and it's probably maybe not like do it on purpose, but we can maybe make it so, yeah, even though this looks maybe a little bit weird, because like this looks better in my opinion. Which is also, yeah, in the original creation is like this, which is better, but that means that we are not like, oh, that we need to tweak one creation. Let me think. Let me think clearly. I don't know. Like what I can try, what I can do with this one here is just that we stretch this one out, which makes it a unique sculpture. But it is what it is. And we need, of course, stretch this one out. Problem solved, sort of. But we need to, of course, stretch this one out as well. If I can grab it. There we go. Nice. Problem solved. All right. Well, that's also like how like in the original creation it is. It is like this. So, yeah. All right. I think that I'm going to leave this video for here. We've almost been 1 hour sculpting this, and I want to make a series out of this. So we're going to make, like I said, I don't really know how much I'm going to do in video part, because like maybe I'll do the whole thing, but maybe I will skip a few things here and there so I can speed up my process. I will have to figure it out. Oh man, I just figured out that we didn't record the PlayStation 4 audio. Whoops, my bad. Well, if you didn't hear PlayStation 4 audio, that's because like I didn't record it. But we'll do that in the next video. I'm not going to redo it because that has never been the same anyway. For now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, can you already guess who this is going to be? And maybe if the person itself is watching right now, maybe you can recognize maybe you can recognize it already a little bit. Like it's like, hey, wait a minute, it looks familiar already. That's probably because like maybe it's already you, but maybe not, who knows, right? But that's also like, I don't know when I'm going to post this video, because like I don't want to spoil the surprise for the person, even though I don't think they will watch me on YouTube. But I think I will release this maybe on maybe a little bit before Christmas, and maybe in between that, I don't know, and the rest of the video will become after. I have to see when I'm going to upload this, but when you're seeing this video, let me know in the comments. Can you guess who this is? Whose creation am I going to recreate, basically, sort of halfway. Like not recreate, but like in a more of like an remake version of his creation, their creation. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you already know. And as always, for now, don't forget to dream, everybody. See you next time. Bye bye.